What does real life look like for you now?
What it looks like, Bryce, is I guess I thought I would get out that car the other day. I'd get out that car, having become a Christian, and when I woke up the next morning, all the things I used to think about, all the things I wanted to do in the past, all the things I said in the past, all the things I did in the past, they would just be magically gone. And I would be this whole new person. I wouldn't think that way. I wouldn't speak that way. I wouldn't do that way. And then I went to training that night, and then the same words came out my mouth, the same actions came out of my body, and the same thoughts were hidden inside. And so it's been 13, 14 years now since that car journey. And there's just been this gradual change of God. God promises in the Bible to make his people like his son. So I thought I was going to get out of that car and be Jesus. That was my hope. I thought that's what the deal was. But it wasn't at all. And so, in fact, this is where it plays out in my sport. I probably had one of the worst disciplinary records in the university team. And it took me years to realize this, but the reason why was because my identity was so tied up in football. And so whenever something went wrong, if you as my teammate were not passing to me in a way that allowed me to shine, if you were not tackling in a way that allowed me to shine, if the referee was making decisions that hindered me from shining, if my classes got in the way, and I didn't, so I used to skip class to go to Garskube, if you know Glasgow University, where the training facilities are, and I would just get the balls out and cones out and train on my own so that I would look like a better player, because so much hinged on that, my performance, and I wasn't even that good. But I was tied up in that. And then so probably the bottom part, now I'd already become a Christian by this point, the bottom kind of bottomed out where my last ever game for Aberdeen University, I got 3 red cards because I took a bad touch, it kind of went out and they gave it the ball away, and I just tackled them too hard, and the referee came over and gave me a red card. And so I blew up and things like that. And I remember chatting to someone afterwards, and that was when I realised that my identity had been tied up, but I had a new identity. My identity was not Dougie Simpson, the footballer. It didn't matter what you, as my teammate, thought of me as a player. It didn't matter what those things. Of course, we want to still play excellently, play the best of our ability, because we were born to play. But I wanted to play for an audience of one. What mattered most was my relationship with God. What mattered most. So there's a passage we're going to look at tomorrow night in the evening meeting where Jesus says, if you love me, you will obey my commandments. I've told you these things so that my joy may be in you and your joy may be complete. And when I came to realize that actually the creator of the universe sent his son to die for me, that he loves me, then actually what you or anyone else thinks about me and my football, well, that doesn't matter. Actually, those last 2 words, that Born to Play video, I was like, that's just everything about me. Yeah, that was me, that was me, that was me, that was me. And that last 2 words, before he says born to play, freedom and joy. Freedom just to love my sport. It's a good gift from God. I can go and I can enjoy it, and joy. And so being able to encourage the players, being able to respect the referee, being able to still wrestle sometimes, so team challenge, and I'm like, oh, that was out. But actually, God's put that referee there. And actually, the only thing that would want to make me really tell him that it's wrong is so that my team and me, therefore, as team leader, shines. Yeah. But I play for an audience of one, and so I want to obey his commandments and submit to the authorities and enjoy. I was born to play. So still play football, but love it so much more than I did when I was younger, because it's not about me. It's about my audience of one.
Yeah.